Hello everybody and welcome to episode 66 of the Chesterfield of Dreams. And today, if you thought the last episode was pivotal enough, then I've got an absolute treat for you guys. It's 4th versus 5th at St James's Park this afternoon, and it can't get any bigger than this, as if you look at the league table, we have started to pull away from the Magpies and we're closing in ever so slightly on the Citizens of City and of course the reigning champions Man United. They're not too far away, but look at the points difference. If we win, it'll be 9 points, and that could almost be unassailable at this point of the season. And with the likes of Leicester, Middlesbrough, and Liverpool, and Tottenham, and Everton, all these in the top 10, we could definitely run away with a Champions League playoff spot, which would be absolutely sensational, really. I cannot believe we're at this point so late into the season, but let's just see the last 5 games as a reference point. We're definitely up there, unbeaten in the last 5, just like Chelsea and Norwich actually, but Leicester City are the team to watch at the minute. But how we've gotten these results, let's just take a look. So since we beat Man City, we've been eliminated from the FA Cup, courtesy of the team that we got a huge win against not too long ago. Unfortunately, we played really poorly at home. We dominated, but they got the goal in the second minute and we simply couldn't score. So unacceptable in my view. But in between that, we got the biggest result of my Premier League career thus far. 2-0 undisputed win against Manchester United. It was Mesa and Ahmed who got those goals. One in each half, I think, was it? Yes, one in each half. So it was a perfect win. Absolutely no doubt about it. Man United played really poorly and didn't deserve anything, so what a result that was. The first time I've taken anything out of Manchester United, and we responded with that result. Unfortunately, we're actually pretty poor against the middle to lower teams for some reason, and this was kind of an example. We went behind thanks to a Krista Wild goal, but Stanislas Bembolet, I brought him on to be a left midfielder, and he managed to get a goal within a minute of his time on the pitch. So delighted with that, and it was our only shot on target, so at least we're clinical. But then against Arsenal, we got a 3-3 draw against them last year, and we've made that lesson count with a 2-0 win yet again against a major club. It was a 15-minute phase of play that got us the result. Mesa inside 2 minutes from outside the box, and Henrik Gulden, who's only scored 2 goals this season. They're both against Arsenal, so that's fantastic to see. He obviously has a beef with Arsenal. So that leaves us with Newcastle, the game that will decide whether or not we can run away with 4th place, or if Newcastle are going to make a fight of it. And let's just take a look at our past record against them. You can see ever since the Championship days, Newcastle have been much better than us. We got a draw against them earlier this season, the thrilling draw, so to say, but the last time we beat them was the only time we beat them. It was that 2-1 thriller in the FA Cup with Adam Armstrong getting the goal that disappointed his hometown club. And speaking of him, he's finally managed to find a new club at Wolverhampton Wanderers, so it's a shame that he had to go, but he wasn't going to be registered for the first team, and I can't really regret that one too much. He played really well for us at times, but it just wasn't to be. So let's just take a look at these Premier League fixtures coming up for you today, guys. Chelsea and Arsenal, massive game there. Liverpool, Man City, that should be important to watch. And Spurs and Sunderland should be good. Sunderland have really free-fallen down the table to 15th place. But that's none of our interest anymore. It's all about this Newcastle game. Can we get a result at St James's Park with this team? That is the question. I've decided to keep most of the players who beat Arsenal, but a few of them are fatigued, such as Callum Cook and Stephen Kinsella. They're not at the greatest of fitness. Gulden will hopefully get another goal, and I've decided to give Henning a go to partner Mesa. It's very hard to pick a strike partner for him these days, but I'm happy with the 4-4-2. It's getting the job done, but players are starting to recover from injury, which is pleasing to see. But how will we get on against Newcastle? That is the question. As the game loads. Yeah, I'm umming and ahhing a lot, but here's a look at the Newcastle team. They love this 4-2-3-1 narrow. I don't really recognise too many of our players, but Ryan Bertram, Andre Wisdom will be ones to watch. Of course, Wisdom scored against us earlier in the season, and we'll mark up these opposition players really quickly for you guys. I really should remember not to do this on camera, but that's the way it goes sometimes. It'd be so much quicker if it was like FM 13 or 14. You just select all the other players and it's done. So we'll go hard on Asciencio. And now let's head into the team talk. So a big result needed. Sounds on. If we win this, then anything can happen, and I think we've been on a good run, so let's go out and impress. That's exactly what I want to see from 4 of my players anyway. 6 of my players. How about 9? Yeah, that'll do. Not a problem there. 8 or 9 players are happy. But I think we're ready to go. We'll go low crossing and head into the match screen now. So fingers crossed, can Chesterfield stay unbeaten and perhaps be guaranteed a top 4 spot if they continue to play as well as they have. Here's Henning to Kinsella, good block, and that's the highlight. Good possession thus far, but no chances on the highlight reel. Here's Sean Kavanagh, straight at the goalie, Tim Krul. Not to be. So Newcastle will get their first highlight. Asciencio to Bueno, good tackle, and Sydney got a line shot away, but he missed his target, and that's over the crossbar from a free kick. Gonna have to give an instruction. It's Newcastle at the minute. Bueno and Asciencio, fantastic block, and Mesa could perhaps begin a counter-attack. Goulden, he's got to stay outside. Oh, he actually no highlight there at all. That's strange. So we'll show a bit of passion and see what happens. But Newcastle have had the better of the first 20 minutes, and they're going to have another shot, and Muller couldn't save it. It's a goal for Miranda, and just like in the other game we had earlier in the season, it's a free kick deflection and rebound. It's 2-0. Juri Halaverty has doubled Newcastle's advantage, and Chesterfield have lost the plot entirely. 2 instant goals, and we're going to need a huge comeback to stay unbeaten now. Kinsella will want to do something about it. Mesa, it's offside. It was offside. I could tell from a million miles away. No goal. But this is a disaster. Livecom success has been the name of the game this season, as Linus Muller prevents humiliation there, but it's 4 points to separate the 2 clubs if the result stays this way. I have to say, this is a disaster. We would have been in contention for Manager of the Month if we had won this game, but it's not looking likely. Bueno, good tackle by Daniels. Mesa all alone. He's going to release Kinsella. He's only got 3 options and he couldn't find any of them. And Newcastle are happy to clear, and they're on the counter. Oh, this could be a huge disaster. Oh, saved by the feet of the keeper. Good stop. But it's Newcastle Express here today, the black and white attack. Oh, Sydney cleared. Well, set piece has really let us down today, and here could be another example. To Wisdom, he's gone long. Oh, that's a great goal. That's absolutely brilliant. And we've lost at St James's Park. It's only half time, but Chesterfield have really lost the plot today, and that's a shame. We were absolutely buzzing after beating Man City, but it's really bad. Can we at least get a result or a goal or something? I don't know, but that has killed my buzz, no doubt about it. I really want to win this game, but it's not going to happen. Yeah, so discipline needed, but at least try and get a goal. That's what we can do. But Newcastle deserve immense credit for that first goal. It was or the third goal. It was absolutely beautiful. And unfortunately, I think that was Shanahan losing his marker. I can't tell. Or Syra, Cook, Henning, and that's well offside. Surely, yeah, it is. It would have been a goal if he wasn't flagged, but it was definitely flagged. And can we do something special here? A bit like Newcastle did to Arsenal all those years ago. Here's Mesa. Henning. Oh no, off the crossbar. How desperate, to say the least. But we need a goal, and we need it fast. That's Muller to save. This is definitely unlike Chesterfield. We haven't lost by 3 goals since the opening day, and we're going to make a change very soon. Yeah. Who are we going to take off? Well, bring on Ahmed anyway. See what he can do, and maybe Brian Boring for Callum Cook. That's all I can muster at the moment. See what we can do. I really want to see a goal. I have to say again and again, we need to see a goal, and then something could perhaps happen by magic. Kavanagh does well. Here's Pino and Goulden to Yaramesa. Oh, it's a poor pass, but he's in space and he can try again. This is his prime territory, and he completely scuffed that moment. And Liverpool have destroyed Man City, so this is a real opportunity lost. We could have caught Man City, and I don't want to make any changes yet, but some players are just out of breath really. I might just make Mesa a poacher, bring him back a peg or two, but Newcastle deserve this win, and it's just a matter of when and not if. Here's Lucas Piazzone. Oh, saved. It's now Sidney to take the corner, and Rashford slowly but surely gets the ball. Sidney stays on side, and Daniels is able to clear it for a corner. We're not able to get the latest scores. There they are. Chelsea 0-0 against Arsenal. That would have been a moment for us as well. Sidney blocked. Hivalarty. Pino was able to clear. And final change going to be Ben Wagstaff. Chelsea have scored, so the league leaders are going to win. Ben Wagstaff, see what he can do. But this is just an absolute heartbreaker to lose 3-0 against the team right below you in the table. We could have broken free and made a real gun for 4th place. Shanahan sticks out a leg and trips up his opponent. Here we go. Can we get that goal I want? Wagstaff has failed to head across. You get a second goal and it's dreadful. Tim Krul clears. Syra wins it. Look at Mesa tracking back. Ahmed to Brian Boring. Has he got the vision? Kinsella. Ahmed. Mesa. One back. Here we go. At least keep going, boys. Believe in yourselves and reduce the deficit again. That's what I want to see. Come on. Keep going. Shanahan now to Pino. Shanahan. Boring. Tackled. That was the moment we needed. Shanahan intercepts. Boring. Lovely ball. Kinsella. Ahmed. Oh, corner kick. Suddenly the decibels rise. Daniels wins another corner from a deflected shot. It has to hit a header here. Daniels! Oh, how did he miss? It's a good save. One more time. For good measure, it's not to be. Kinsella onside. He's won another corner. Newcastle's been complacent this half. It's Daniels. Oh, and at last it's over. No goal from that phase. But now Newcastle want to put the game to bed, and it's not to be. It's Rashford. Daniels. Oh, Rashford. Good save, but it's in. Sidney has confirmed the result beyond any doubt, and that is really, really harsh. And we'll have to get revenge on Newcastle next season. But getting 4th place is the priority if possible. But we've never given up. We tried our best, and it wasn't good enough. But that first half was a real disappointment. And at long last, Chesterfield have lost. That was a really, really poor game, but it had to happen eventually. Unfortunately, it was the one on camera where we were just a few weeks ago triumphant over Manchester United, and now we have lost to our nearest rivals in the table. So if we had won that, it would have been our own middle ground between the top half of the table and the bottom half. So that's a real shame, but we'll have to respond in turn straight away, and hopefully we can just shrug our shoulders and move on. Sunderland are the next opponents. We've already beaten them this season, so we should know what to do in that one, but that's a big disappointment. Newcastle, 4 different scores, deserve to win today, and 15 games is the best we could manage. But what a run from Liverpool, or from Sunderland all the way to Newcastle in the 30th of January. So it's a real shame the record had to end, and we'll just take this press conference. Yeah, it wasn't good enough. So yeah, that'll do. The next episode we'll have to get along with a big win against Sunderland. Maybe get something out of Everton or Fulham, and then it's going to be Chelsea, the league leaders at Lampard Park. That'll be very important to our season as well. So we'll come back for that fixture, guys, and we'll see if our 4th place is intact. It's only 3 points, but if we keep our heads together, anything can happen. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye now.